Okay, hi guys. Week 5, session 3 of Year 8 English. So today's focus is on development, the ability to retrieve information from a text and be asked a range of kind of comprehension retrieval questions to help develop your understanding of the text we read last time, which was all about Astrid Lindgren. Let's delve right in. So, first of all, can you remember what these words mean without looking back through your notes? Rome and rebellious. If you're really uncertain, why not make a word web? Why not use that as a way to really consolidate your knowledge of those slightly more unfamiliar vocabs? Okay. So today we're going to reread the biography, and we're going to focus on the questions that we have to answer. Once there was a girl who lived on a farm with her big family. She would spend entire days roaming free in the field with her brothers and sisters. But she also helped take care of the farm animals, not just the small ones like chicken and ducks, even the big ones, like cows and horses. Her name was Astrid Lindgren, and she had quite a rebellious spirit. She was strong, brave, never scared of being alone, and she could do all sorts of things: clean, cook, fix a bike, walk along rooftops, fight off bullies, make up fantastic stories. Sound familiar? Well, if you've ever read about another little girl who was strong, brave, and fearless called Pippi Longstocking, you won't be surprised to learn that Astrid was the author of that brilliant book. When Pippi Longstocking was published, lots of adults disapproved. Pippi is too rebellious, they said. Our children will think being disobedient is okay. Children, on the other hand, absolutely loved it. Pippi didn't just say no without any reason. She showed young readers the importance of being independent while always caring for others. Today, Pippi Longstocking is one of the best-loved books in children's literature. Astrid went on to write and publish many more books, always depicting strong children in charge of their own adventures. So whenever you're in trouble for something you did, grab a copy of Pippi Longstocking. She will always be there to help you. So that's all about Astrid Lindgren, who was born November the 14th, 1907, and died January the 28th, 2002. So, what we have here are 5 comprehension questions, just to build up your understanding and to cause you to do a little bit more of a closer reading of the text. I'll just read them, then I'll ask you to pause the video and have a go at actually answering them in full sentences in your books or on paper. 1. An opening paragraph. What words convey that Astrid was adventurous? Number 2. What else do we learn Astrid is like in paragraph 1? Number 3. Reread paragraph 3, which begins, she was strong. Identify 2 bits of information that show Astrid was a stereotypical girl. Number 4. Why did some adults disapprove of the Pippi Longstocking stories? And number 5. What do the Pippi Longstocking stories communicate to their young readers? Okay, so if you could pause the video now and then go back to the text and answer those 5 questions. Okay, well done. We'll go through the answers at the end. Something to think about. I haven't read that many of the Pippi Longstocking stories before, but it does seem like the character was a lot like the writer. So I'm just going to remind you what rebellious means: showing a desire to resist authority, control, or convention. So just something to think about here, really. Which part of that definition do you most agree with as a way to describe the writer, Astrid Lindgren? Okay. So what we have here is some optional extension tasks. So you can pause the video and answer the question if you'd like to. There are some excellent ideas in this text, and what I'd like you to do is find 3 quotations that you think are powerful examples of defying convention, which means going against tradition. Add after those quotations, add the sentence stem from this I can infer, and add the other sentence stem after that, in particular words make the reader think, feel, imagine, just forcing you to kind of explore ideas in a bit more detail. An example thing you might want to choose from the text could be your first one, for example. She would spend entire days roaming free in the fields. Sounds wonderful to me. So if you'd like to have a go at the optional extension task, you're going to want to pause the video now and work through those 3 quotations. Finally, here are the answers to the 5 questions I'd asked you to do a little bit earlier on in this session. So in the opening paragraph, what words convey that Astrid was adventurous? I would say there are a few, but I would focus on this one particularly. She would spend entire days roaming free. Others you might choose as well. But it's that roaming free thing itself. The idea that she wants to explore the world around her and is interested in it. Number 2, what else do we learn Astrid is like in paragraph 1? We also learn that she's caring. She also helped take care of the farm animals. She equally balanced her desire for adventure against the importance of looking after others, or other animals or other people. Okay, number 3, reread paragraph 3, beginning she was strong. Identify 2 bits of information that show Astrid wasn't a stereotypical girl. Any 2 of the following: strong, brave, never scared of being alone, fix a bike, walk along rooftops, fight off bullies. Of course, stereotype doesn't mean it's necessarily true. It's just a perception that society had at the time that girls weren't typically like that. Number 4, why did some adults disapprove of the Pippi Longstocking stories? It says towards the end of the extract, they were worried she was too rebellious and that children would think being disobedient was okay. And finally, number 5, what do the Pippi Longstocking stories communicate to their young readers? So, according to the text, they communicate the importance of being independent while always caring for others. And what a fine balance it is to strike for any young reader. Okay, so that's the end of session 3, guys. See you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.